So guys, I wanted to make a video about whether Anthony Joshua can surpass guys like Canelo, Mayweather, Pacquiao. Can Anthony Joshua become a bigger star than these guys? I think Anthony Joshua, the sky's the limit. I generally do. I think Anthony Joshua's, the sky's the limit. I do think the public perception of Anthony Joshua has decreased a little bit because of, people accusing him of ducking when really he's not. I think the, accusations were a bit unfair. But here's the thing. Listen, Pacquiao's an all-time great, a legend. You're not going to be able to achieve more than him in terms of boxing accolades. Very difficult, very difficult. But in terms of name and how much money he can make, let's forget he's the heavyweight champion of the world, probably the most marketable. The heavyweight champion is probably one of the most marketable sportsmen in the world, and Anthony Joshua is that. He's got everything. He's got a lot of fame, and not just that. He looks good. He looks the part. He's ripped, massive, and I feel like this guy, like I said, could do big things all over the globally. At the minute, I think he's just a superstar in the UK. I don't think he's as known in the US, but I do think globally he could outdo all of those guys. He could outdo Canelo, Mayweather, and Pacquiao because he's a heavyweight. Heavyweights have that kind of draw, have that kind of power. He's now going to the US. He's already made a big bang. He's broken a record already at Madison Square Garden. So, Joshua for me could definitely outdo all of those guys in terms of fame, name, making money. Because let's be honest, I think those three guys, Canelo, Pacquiao, and Mayweather, have made shed load of money and a lot more money compared to everybody else in the sport of recent times. So I'm pretty sure, Joshua is going to be looking to, go past those guys. Joshua, in my opinion, will probably, if he fights the right fights and fights Wilder, fights Fury and beats those guys, I do think he can overtake Mayweather, Pacquiao, and Canelo in terms of how much money he can generate in a fight. Let's not forget when Mayweather and Pacquiao fought, Pacquiao made about 150 and Mayweather made about 200 and 300 or something like that. So that kind of money is not being generated by anybody else. I believe Anthony Joshua has the power, has the commercial value. I believe eventually, if he fights the right fights, beats those guys, I believe eventually commercially he'll become so big that I believe he can start making that kind of money. I believe he can. I believe he can start making the kind of money that Pacquiao, Canelo, and Mayweather have generated throughout their career. And I think he'll surpass them in terms of how much money he'll generate in throughout their career. I believe he can. I believe he can. He talked about being the first boxing billionaire. I don't think Mayweather's a billionaire. He's probably the richest boxer that there's been. And I believe Joshua can surpass those guys. But it's one step at a time. I think, Mayweather's a lot higher. I think Canelo's earning a load of money. Pacquiao's earned a shed load of money. In that one fight against Mayweather, he earned so much. And in his other fights, he's earned ridiculous amounts of money as well. So, Pacquiao and Mayweather have been the guys that have been earning shed loads of money in this era that we've just had. So Canelo's obviously now he's probably earning the most. But now that Anthony Joshua's entered the US market, I believe it won't be long before Anthony Joshua starts making his waves and starts making huge sums of money. I believe Anthony Joshua can surpass all of those guys. I believe he can. I believe he's a massive star. He's commercially growing. His brand is growing. You can just see from his social media following. Also, he looks the part. He looks the part, and people like him. He's not like Mayweather, where people hated him. People love Anthony Joshua all around the world. So Anthony Joshua's got that appealing love. He appeals to the masses, and that's why I think Anthony Joshua is eventually going to become, in my opinion, from a financial point of view, he's going to become huge. He's going to surpass all of those guys, I believe. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think Anthony Joshua will surpass Mayweather, Pacquiao, Canelo in terms of how much money he'll generate throughout his career? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.